We have already mentioned several times that blockchain can provide great improvements and efficiencies to the food industry supply chain, and to pretty much any supply chain for that matter. But since the food we consume is such an essential part of our daily lives with vital implications, and the food industry is such a big part of the global economy, we will focus on it here and analyze how blockchain technology can help deliver better outcomes for everyone. In fact, many of the food industry leaders of today have already recognized this and are launching pilot projects and initiatives to implement blockchain solutions in their business models. We'll examine some case studies of such projects here. We'll start with a very important question. Do you like fish? Whoever does knows how important it is for fish to be delivered and served fresh. The issues in the traditional seafood industry supply chain include illegal fishing practices, mislabeling fraud, improper food storage conditions, and laborious and error-prone manual record-keeping. These problems negatively impact producers, retailers, consumers, the world's natural resources, and the economy as a whole. Here is a blockchain project aiming to resolve all this. Intel is building a blockchain solution using Hyperledger technology to implement a modern approach to seafood traceability. Leveraging the Hyperledger Sawtooth framework, the seafood journey can now be recorded from ocean to table. IoT sensors can be attached to any seafood that is entrusted to someone else for transport, with trackable ownership, possession, and telemetry parameters such as location, temperature, humidity, motion, shock, and title. The final buyer can access a complete record of information and trust that it is accurate. A blockchain-operated seafood supply chain can help prevent fish caught illegally or stored improperly from entering the market. It can level the playing field for suppliers and reward good practices. Vendors and consumers will know what they're getting and get what they're paying for. Therefore, blockchain can increase transparency and trust throughout the system. Moreover, smart contract automation can save time and operating costs. Another huge proponent of blockchain technology is none other than Walmart. And again, the application is focused on the food supply chain. Big retailers like Walmart have suffered along with consumers from contaminated food entering the market on many occasions. To realize the seriousness of the problem, consider the following example. A decade ago in the United States, a deadly strain of E. coli in tainted spinach ripped through 26 states, killing 3 people and making more than 200 others ill. The outbreak showed what can happen when sourcing food and tracing contaminations goes horribly wrong. The case was described by Walmart executives as follows. Consumers, in general, stopped eating spinach. Restaurants pulled it off the menu. If you could track and pinpoint where that came from faster, you could alleviate all that and ensure consumer confidence continues. This is not an isolated instance. Over the years, there have been multiple cases of food safety issues on a large scale. The 2017 Salmonella outbreak in the U.S., linked to papayas from Mexico, resulted in 235 affected people, out of which 2 died and 78 were hospitalized. You also probably remember the notorious 2008 scandal in China with infant formula mixed with melamine, a toxic chemical, which we discussed earlier. And the list goes on. So let's see the solution Walmart is implementing. As a pilot project, it teamed up with IBM and Tsinghua University in Beijing to digitally track the movement of pork in China on a blockchain. For that purpose, they are using Hyperledger technology. It will enable retailers to track the movement of meat from producers to processors to distributors to grocers and finally to consumers. According to IBM, this initiative represents a substantial improvement over earlier projects that solely use barcodes and radio ID tags. The missing piece was a shared forum where companies could see each other's transactions and develop trust. That missing piece is something like the blockchain. Information to be stored on the blockchain, where fraud and inaccuracies are much harder to get away with, includes details related to farm origins, factory data, expiration dates, storage temperatures, and shipping. Blockchain technology can substantially streamline the industry supply chain and promote material efficiencies over the legacy model. Given the great promise of this pilot project, Walmart has substantially expanded it to include more food products. Other consumer staples giants, such as Nestle, Unilever, and Dole, have also joined the initiative. It seems that everyone in the space likes the idea of improving supply chains with automatic tracking of important information, such as temperature and quality of goods, shipment and delivery dates, and safety certifications of facilities. All right, hopefully we have made a clear case for the utility of blockchain technology in food supply chains. This will do for now. See you in the next section. Stay tuned.